Hi friends, Nicole Vincent here today. I've got a RoboVac to share with you that I purchased for my home. Let's check it out.
So this is really easy to set up on the app. The app is super basic though. So if you've ever seen another RoboVac that has more complicated features, this is not that one. This is literally all you can control is if it's an auto mode, edge mode, spot mode, or manual mode. It says you can set up a schedule and you can set the suction and see how long the parts are alive, but it doesn't have any mapping feature or anything like that to, hey, go do this room or anything like that. It was really random. When I did the auto mode, it would just bounce from object to object and it just had no direction. There was no rhyme or reason to where it was going. And there was no indicator on the app to show you where it was going. So if you are just wanting to do this would be great for smaller spaces. This is definitely a smaller model, which I do like how small it is. And it is very narrow. So it easily goes under tight spaces, but it does not does not have any intelligence. It just bounces around and just kind of goes wherever. Even on the edge mode, I found that it was still very random and wasn't really predictable at where it was going to go. And it just kind of went anywhere and everywhere. Now, it did have pretty decent suction. It did get up pet hair and dust and dirt. So it did do a good job on that. It navigated well between tile, hardwood floors, and carpet and over, area rugs and stuff. It did really well on that. But the battery did not last super long. I do have a larger home, and so the battery life was only good enough to do about 1.5 rooms, and then it needed to go recharge, which it had a really hard time finding its base station. It was actually a little sad how hard it was to find that base station, but it eventually did find it. Overall, this has good suction. It does clean up, but there really is not an orderly rhyme or reason to the way that this vacuum operates. So if you have a space that is a little bit more open where you can have objects picked up and just kind of let it do its thing and you're not super worried about it getting every single inch, this might be a good fit. Otherwise, I would look at spending a little bit more money on a vacuum that has a little bit more intelligence and can navigate through obstacles. So for a size comparison, here it is compared to my Narwhal vacuum, which I have and love. And it is quite a bit smaller, but overall, for the price, this isn't terrible. But again, I would really recommend, if you can, budget a little bit more and get a vacuum with a little bit more intelligence and controllability, especially with a mapping feature where you can it maps out your home and you can have a little bit more control over that. So hope this was helpful. See you on the next video.